Good day, Tribal Alliance, brothers and sisters, near and far, across the pond, wherever you are. Sending my love and sending my blessings to you all. And today, I just want to, I guess, pass on to you all about some of the things that I've been talking to or sharing with the elders about and sharing the knowledge. And one of them is, you know, staying connected. And so today, not today, but we're in a season of gift giving. Everybody giving gifts right now and all whatnot. And it's all fine and dandy. I love receiving gifts just as much as I like giving them. But when we start thinking about what do we really want, you know, in our for ourselves as you know a gift or whatever, is it health, better life? um, Better, whatever. I mean, we tend to get into the world about giving gifts, but really, it's not about physical gifts that I'm talking to you about. We talked about the spiritual gifts because right now, again, back home, starting tomorrow, starts the 10-day fast. And like I was telling y'all earlier, that when we go into 10-day fast, we disconnect from the the world, the 3D world. And when we do that, it just kind of brings us in, and we really go into our mother's womb. And so, as I was talking to some of the elders about this question, um, they told me the old word that I know what it meant. To a lot of younger people, I don't think they know, but you know, they gave me the word ulo no pikwaina. And I said, okay. And I responded because I know what that means. And they looked at me like, you know what it means? I said, yeah, I know what it means. I know what I've heard it before, and I've had it explained to me, in my early training, and I grasped it right away because I believe in it. And so said, okay, ulo na pikwaina. And I said, well, how do I interpret that to the tribe, to explain to you what does it really mean? And so I started thinking about it, and I said, well, if you really listen to it, ulo na is earth, or yeah, Mother Earth. And pikwaina means through, going through. So I said, ulo no pikwaina. But then they didn't really look at the words like that. They looked at it as ulo no pikwaina means beyond Mother Earth. And so that's how they identify the universe is ulo no pikwaina, which is beyond Mother Earth. And so I started thinking, I said, okay. So we started talking about, okay, let's talk more a little bit more about that beyond Mother Earth. What are we talking about? And they said, well, the universe constantly has electronic signal through everywhere. The whole universe is full with electronic signals, everything. And I think scientists have proven that. Scientists have proven that we do live in a electronic signal universe. I mean, we get it. And, I always wondered, how does our heart pump? It pumps by electricity, right? Because when it stops, how do you start it again? Boom, they shock it. Why do they shock it? The electricity is kick started, right? Well, if it doesn't need shocking, doesn't have a battery, well, it keeps it pumping. And so I thought, the universal signal, and I was reading about the solar flares coming out of the sun. And when it gets so fired up, they warn people, those that have a weak heart, be careful. The solar flares are sending out strong signals, and that those people that have weak heart may get tired easier. So watch yourself. Don't overexert yourself during these high solar flares. And that's what I said, okay. And my elders would tell me that, on times like that, you got to just go inside and sit down and relax because, you don't want to get your heart overpowered up by those signals that is coming out. So as I say, okay, the universe has a bunch of signals that is coming out towards us. And, our body is a receiver and we can send and receive. It's like a ham radio. You can send and receive signals. You can receive a signal when you receive somebody talking to you, and you can send it talking to them. So we call it a send and receive signal. And in communication, that's what they call ham radios. Because you can send and receive signals out there. So one of the things that I really like to break down is that in our body, how do we start to put everything together to really, I guess what I'm trying to do is trying to say that, well, this is a season of giving and receiving. And so when it's like, again, send and receive. So when we start to think about what do we really want, that Walmart doesn't have or Target doesn't have or anything with our having to do with our body. Like, what if your body is, slowly breaking down or you're getting weak or whatever? What do you I mean, these are the kind of gifts that we can't buy, but we can still ask for it. Ask for it. How do we ask for it? Well, this is what I'm gonna get to about this whole part about this whole um, video because I was questioning about that. I said, well, if I want my body to heal up and all this kind of stuff, how do I ask for that as a gift? As a gift, I said, you don't have to ask for it as a gift because it's already there. You just need to go get it. And I said, okay, well, let me break everything down. And on that, in order to receive from the universe, we have to go out and we have to say, okay, uh, in order for us to receive it, the first thing that we always hear, and it's written in the Bible, I believe, it says, ask and you will receive. Well, I don't, a lot of people say, well, I've been praying and asking for it every day, every day, every day, every day. I haven't received it yet. And I said, well, okay, let's step back on it. Step back on that statement. Ask and you shall receive. And like I said, you can ask, and you don't receive it. You kind of start losing hope about it. So, are you not? I don't like the statement about asking you to receive, but what I'm trying to get is that, you know, are you fully connected before you receive it? And that, like I said, our brain is a transmitter. Our brain is a transmitter, but before it transmits, what do we want to transmit, and how do we want it to transmit? Well, a heart, emotion, emotion, our words. They say our words are more powerful. So, you know, I heard I heard that if there is peace in the house, you know, feelings will be seen. Well, I thought, if there is peace in the house, what if I live by myself? Yeah, there's peace in the house. I got nobody to fuss with. I got nobody to argue with or anything, and it's quiet. It's peaceful. So what does it mean by is there if there's peace in the house? Well, I don't think that's what they're talking about. What they're talking about is peace. Well, let's look at what they mean by if there is peace in the house. Well, let's look at the house first. What is the house that they're talking about? You know, what house? I mean, is it a structure building or what? You know, I think in the Bible it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom, and all these things will be added unto you." You know, so what does it mean by what does it mean by that? Seek ye first the kingdom. And I've always asked, what is it kingdom in heavens or a castle somewhere up there or wherever our father's at? Are we gonna have to seek that kingdom? Well, what's another thing that uh you know that is written in the Bible? It says, body is a temple of our Father. So the body is the house. So making peace is that your voice and your emotion have to come as one, and then get it transmit to the universe. Well, what does it mean by body and our sound and motion must come as one? Well, you know, when you hear that word, ask and you shall receive. You're asking, but you don't receive it. Well, to make peace with it, rather than asking, here's the magic between the whole thing about manifestation. Rather than asking, speak. Speak to it. Speak to the emotion. Bring it excitement, saying we already received it. Do it for the now, this very second. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the past. Now we have received it. Speak. May your sound and your heart come as one. When they agree, when your voice tells your heart, we already got it. And it's there. We received it. Put it to the brain and let it signal send out. And as soon as that signal goes out, remember, the universe is so fast that just when you think you have received it, but get ready to celebrate and receive it, it's already here. It is already here. So, you know, it's like they say our blessings are already here. We just have to grab it. We have to get it. By getting it, you have to make peace with your house, meaning, you know, the voice, the power, got to speak with the emotion or the transmitter to transmit that happiness, accepting, saying, we're here to receive it. And when you do that, you the second part about this whole thing about speak, to emotion in the house, which is you, with the agreement to send the signal and claim it with emotion this very second when you claim it. And when you do that, again, it's already here. You know, the second part about this whole thing is that do not allow hidden motives to stop your signal? Well, when we ask, what are those hidden moments? Well, you know, that will be one, judgment, judging yourself and saying, am I really going to get it? While you're trying to send that signal out, or you judge yourself, or doubting yourself, judgment, judging, saying, I mean, do I really deserve this? I mean, do I need this? What am I going? When you start doubting and judging your gifts, I mean, you're receiving whatever you're asking for. When you start judging it, that again, that slow stops your signal. Or when you start doubting yourself, that stops your signal. You know, you got to make sure your emotion, sound, and your signal is in the now, in the now. And I can, the only way that I can say to test yourself on this is, you know, what I do is I play video game once in, you know, and when I play that, when it throws me in the bonus round, it gives me, okay, how many spins you gonna get? Well, I would think, I said, I want 25 now. Boom, you know, gets to 25. I say, I want 15, and what, without thinking or anything, it's happened. Boom, right there, because, again, I just threw it out there and it happened without any judgment, without any thinking about it or any benefits or anything. I said, go, and boom, it's there. But that's, you know, because if you have take time to really seek, you start to doubt yourself. That's why I say now, this very moment. And that's, I believe, that's why, the elders told me, they said, that's why when you say your prayers, you start out, greater, our Heavenly Father, at this moment, I come to seek your presence, you know, at this very moment, even before a millisecond, at this moment, I come before you, not the past, not the future, but at this moment. So this is what, you know, staying connected will do for you. Make yourself, make your house, find peace with one, because your brain is constantly sending and receiving signals from the universe. Now, connect your energy and your emotion, and it's there. Claim it. When you send a signal out, put your emotions, as soon as you turn into one, start celebrating that you got it. Start planning out how you're going to use it or whatever you claim for it. Feel it. Feel the happiness. Feel the anxiety of receiving it. Because that's one of the greatest gifts you can get. I love y'all. And I wish you all happy holidays. And if I come up with some more, I will be glad to share with y'all. And thank you for being a tribal member. I appreciate y'all, and I constantly keep y'all in my prayer. And I'm here for y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, week to come, and we will keep you in our prayers as we go about our days and everything. You know, again, I love y'all. You have a great day. Okay?